Hey there, guys. How's everything going? Pray all's going well. We've got another day navigating through the beast system. I'm telling you. I was watching a couple of the Bay Area news, and then in New York. It's actually comical, man. You know, it's hard to call what direction they're going, and I even wonder if it's even worth thinking about, because I don't think we're going to outthink it, you know, meaning AI, the beast, you know, even the fallen angels and all that. We can't outthink them, but it's just kind of comical. They're a subvariant of a subvariant. That's their thing now. So let's watch this real quick. It's just a 2-minute. It is very sad for the children, boy. Very sad. You know, from 2020 on out, they're never gonna know. Well, we know it wasn't normal before, but I guess. Well, here we go.
Over COVID spikes in Bay Area schools. So are masks the answer? Well, one local health expert tells KPIX5's Andrea Nakano it will likely take more than that.
Epidemiologists say we are now dealing with a subvariant of an Omicron subvariant. There is evidence that this offshoot of the subvariant can evade immunity better and spread even faster.
But what's really driving this, or at least the big driver, is the fact that these new subvariants of Omicron are able to transmit much better.
The CDC reporting cases have jumped 60% in the last 2 weeks, with the American Academy of Pediatrics saying children now represent 18% of the cases nationally. Here in the Bay Area, school districts such as San Francisco Unified saw the highest numbers last week since the height of the Omicron surge in January.
Right now, things are going in the wrong direction. We're seeing the virus every week after week go up that ladder. And we've got to stop that progression, because we're now starting to see more people winding up in the hospital.
Dr. John Swartzberg with the UC Berkeley School of Public Health is concerned once hospitalizations start to rise, so will the number of deaths.
If what we're doing isn't working, then we may have to consider doing more. I hate to say that, because nobody wants to be told what to do. But if things continue in the direction they're going, we're going to have to make a change.
Dr. Swartzberg says to change the course of the surge, it's important to be vaccinated and boosted and wear masks indoors. So far in the Bay Area, there's only a recommendation to wear masks.
If I'm going to be with a lot of people that I don't know and it's coming and going, I will wear a mask.
I mean, everyone has different opinions on, the mask mandate. But for me personally, especially for indoors, I choose to wear a mask.
If it's going up, that's the only way to protect, otherwise it's gonna be worse.
Andrea Nakano, KPIX5.
Nope. Guys, we've lost our freaking minds, man. We've lost our freaking minds. I tell you. So that's San Francisco. Let's take a look at New York.
Now, and new concerns about yet another COVID wave.
Today, the city raised its COVID alert level to high as new cases and hospitalizations continue to climb. CBS 2's Dick Brennan is in the newsroom with the latest. Dick.
Well, Jessica and Maurice, the city is warning people to wear masks indoors, but still not mandating it. There is some good news, though. People are heading back to mass transit.
It seems mass transit is on a roll. The MTA says nearly 24 million people took the subway or bus last week, setting a pandemic-era record for a single work week. Metro North and Long Island Railroad also had their highest riderships since March of 2020. The boost for mass transit comes with increasing COVID numbers. New York City's alert status was upgraded to high due to a steady increase in hospitalizations over the last 6 weeks, and they've jumped 28% in just the last 2 weeks. But so far, no new mask mandates.
We're not at the point of doing anything other than urging New Yorkers, while you're indoors in large settings, social settings, wear your mask.
The problem is that even this far into the pandemic, COVID is still keeping us guessing.
We're seeing unpredictable peaks and surges with new variants at unpredictable times, and we don't know how they're going to respond to vaccines. We're still in a place where we need to keep our guard up.
Dennis Nash is a professor of epidemiology at CUNY's Graduate School of Health. He says it's possible mask wearing will remain a part of our routine so long as the virus keeps going strong.
It is something that we're going to probably do regularly. We're not getting to a place where it is seasonal and predictable like flu yet. We're a long way from that.
The FDA has now authorized a Pfizer booster shot for healthy children ages 5 to 11, but only 38% of adults in New York City have gotten a booster, and Dr. Anthony Fauci worries about COVID fatigue.
We've got to make sure that we don't make a decision, which would be a wrong decision, that we're completely finished with COVID-19. We are not.
As for those improving mass transit numbers, the MTA still has a long way to go. We told you the ridership last week for buses and subways was about 24 million. But in 2020, in the last week...
So, there we have that. Boy, boosters for 5 to 11. I'm telling you. Well, you know, we knew this wasn't going away. We knew we'd get like a lull. That's their MO. We'll get like a lull. I honestly suspected that, and they still will, or could, they could hit us with something real in the fall. It just makes sense that, you know, all your agencies, local, state, federal, are all prepped for this, right? All your school systems, your hospitals, you know, they have the contact tracing all set up. The public's well primed, as we see. So if something indeed stacks real bodies, how they would do it, I don't know. You know, they could spray us. There's just a gazillion ways. And it would just seal the deal. We have the WHO treaty coming up on the 22nd this month, which, from my understanding, it's already an existing treaty, so they're just amending it, which doesn't need 2/3 vote from the Senate, if I'm correct on that. And then there's 6 months, so into November, for it to be overridden or whatever, which, come on, anybody in office at this point is corrupted or dumb as a box of rocks. So, you know, there's that. I don't know about you guys. I've been praying a lot more, which has been good. Because that's the only thing we could do. I mean, we cannot prepare for every little scenario. There's just no way. So I'm trying to pray, turn it over. You know, I'm not built to carry a load that I'm trying to carry. It's just not, I wasn't built that way. Just got to turn it over, you know. And nonetheless, I mean, it's our only hope is in Him. And so that's been pretty good. And I'm messing around. I got that blowgun done. That's just kind of fun for me. I got the little fishing pole hooked up on it. Maybe one of these days I'll pull it out and show you guys. Been working on some deadfall traps for my garden, man. These little ground squirrels are just tearing it up, man. Shoots are coming up, and they love those little shoots. So, working on traps to catch them. And I'm going to try the deadfall and then some trigger traps. So, you know, they're snare traps, but they spring. So that'll be kind of interesting. I kind of enjoy that stuff, but yeah, I think it just disciplined my life. I haven't been disciplined for a while. I got to just set my alarm and get up. I just lay in bed and I'll watch too much electronics, man. Too much. I got electronics fast. You guys ever electronic fast? Just shut it down for a few days? Probably good. It's kind of like my only company, though, you know. I don't know if you guys could relate to that. But yeah, probably electronics fast and just try to read the Word. You know, it's hard for me to get into. I was there for a while, being able to read the Word, but lately I haven't, so I just listen to it. And again, it's electronics, right? So yeah, they may be turning it back. It may just be a mild little bump for the summer, just so we don't forget. Put some tension on us, and then let it kind of phase out for just a month or two. Let us have a little bit of summer, and who knows what direction it's going, but it's going. We know that, huh? So yeah, man, I pray all's well with everybody. Yeah, we just stay in the Word, stay in prayer. Yeah, and just keep going. He's got this, because we definitely don't, huh? All right, I just thought I'd check in and show you guys the madness, let you know. You know, when I think about it, you know, you got some burnt out old dude like me trying to tell people, maybe that's some bull, you know? And then you've got all these people. Who are they going to believe? I don't know. I have to trust my God-given senses. It's kind of like all the stuff they're telling us that's in the juice. Well, I don't know. I know it ain't going in me. That's all I know. And I don't recommend it. I don't know if there's little octopuses and, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a whatever it is that, I know there's a whole lot of effery going on, you know, on all levels, so I have no idea, guys, but all right, man, I hope everything's going well for everybody, and staying in prayer, stay in the Word, and we just keep going, man. We just keep going. And, yeah, it's bizarre to think here we are, and none of my fellows can see anything. It's a trip. It's a trip. When you listen to, like if I go to AA and they're sharing, they have no idea what's going on. Zero. But, you know, I can't change that. Just pray and be grateful I was given eyes to see, and try to help others see. It seems like an impossible task, does it not? All right, guys. Well, I love you all, and I'm out.